sky hazy with volcanic ash. Hundreds of animals perished here. The fossils tell their story, if we can only learn to read it. Scientists knew this much.
Okay, so we just got done over at the visitor center, and we just came back down the road to do the Daemonelix Trail. It's back right near the entrance, so right next to the highway. You'll see it off to the left when you pull in to head all the way up the road. You could probably do this after. I would go and appreciate everything before you come out and are looking at everything. You'll get a better grasp of everything that you're looking at. But the Daemonelix Trail is a mile round trip. It seems fairly easy. So we're going to go up, check out the actual Daemonelix up here. There is another trail that's over at the visitor center. That's a longer trail. I believe it's the Foothills Trail. So if you want to do both, they don't seem very long at all. And there's only 2 trails in this park. Okay, so right behind me is the Daemonelix. It's a spiral down, and this was made by a prehistoric prairie dog. Well, not a prairie dog, but something like a prairie dog. It spirals all the way down, and that's what they would burrow into. And then, well, it fossilized. This is a really cool hike. It's a mile full loop. It's not that bad. You go up a little bit of hill, but the trail is really nice. You got these ancient sand dunes that you're just going up and over. Yeah, it's a nice little walk.
To come out here before the sun sets so we can quickly see the fossils. We won't be back in Nebraska, I don't think, hopefully ever again. But anyways, we won't be back here, so I wanted to see them before it was too late, and we'll never be back. But the problem is, it's that golden hour, which is amazing to drive at this time. We love driving at this time. We see the most animals. But now I'm just scanning, always scanning, because coyotes, mountain lions, rattlesnakes are pretty dangerous. I'm not too worried about myself. I don't think they have any interest in me. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe they think I'm delicious, but most likely they're probably thinking that I'm scary and they'll be skittish. What I'm worried about is my little fluffy dog, who's clearly well taken care of and extra plump. So I'm keeping an eye on him as best as I can. There's nobody here right now, so we have him off leash. He's a good boy. He likes to stay near us. But right now he knows we're heading back to the car, so he's keeping kind of a longer distance than usual. Pete, can you wait, please? Oh, punk. Spoiled little brat. Pete, with me? Oh. This is 7 years of training, guys.
All right, we're getting done with the trail, and we're just gonna keep heading on south from here. Who said that there's nothing to do in Nebraska? I mean, we're coming from South Dakota, we're heading south. This western part of the state is actually very beautiful. There's a lot of rolling hills, and I don't know, I like it. It's not just flat land, so I look forward to seeing what else we're gonna come across. So when we showed up, it was about, I think 2:30. So we had about another hour and a half of sunlight. So we were like, we got to run out to this trail, check out these fossils, and just get it done. It's winter time, so I mean the sun sets a lot earlier. It's a little over a week before Christmas, so there was nobody at the visitor center. We haven't seen anybody, and the ranger, she got up like, oh, finally somebody's come out and check this place out for today. So yeah, it's nice, and the weather's pretty good. It was like 56 degrees today, so you can't beat that. It's extremely windy today, so we got those winds on the plains, but we had a great time here. Well, this morning we're pulling into Scotts Bluff National Monument, and I really don't know much about this place. I saw some photos, and the road that we're driving on is called the Oregon Trail Road, so maybe that has something to do with it. We're just driving through Nebraska trying to find things to do, and so many people have recommended us coming over here, and it looks pretty cool so far, and the Google reviews are phenomenal. So we're going to pull into the visitor center and see what we can learn about Scotts Bluff. know that the bison were like all over America and into Canada and down in Mexico? Look at where they roamed. So Scotts Bluff is basically where everything converged together for all the different trails heading out west. So you've got the Oregon Trail, which is green. That went up to Oregon. You've got the California National Trail. That was going out for the gold rush for the 49ers. That's purple.
1849.
Yeah. And then the Mormon Pioneer Trail that went out to Salt Lake City. And then the Pony Express went all the way out to California. So basically for all the trails, Scotts Bluff was letting them know this is it. This is right before the Rockies, so it's about to get a lot more rough going out west. So this is their landmark, letting them know, all right, we need to be prepared for what lies ahead.
I guess this is not called a cow pie. It's a bison chip. Now we know.
All right, we're at the top of Scotts Bluff. It's a nice little scenic drive coming up. You go through 3 tunnels, and they're gonna ask you what the size of your vehicle is. You don't have to worry if you've got just a regular car. They asked us because, you know, we're a little bit bigger. But the tunnels are about 11 feet. 11 feet high, 11 feet wide, so you should be pretty good. Also, if you're bringing along your little furry buddy, they're allowed on all the trails here.
Yay, finally.
Yeah, so you can bring them along. You just have to clean up after them.
Be responsible.
Be a good citizen. We've already seen some poop along the ways.
We cleaned up ours and someone else's.
Yep. Well, I'm walking the second path. It's the longer path by the parking lot at the top of Scotts Bluff, and about to come to the end. This view looking over. Oh, this is so cool. Well, if you're thinking about doing a little off trail hiking, don't do it. There are signs everywhere saying no off trail hiking. I mean, for good reason. There's going to be some dangerous cliffs, and I don't know. It's very tempting because it looks so cool to be able to go out to some of these points. But I mean, you don't want to disturb all the environment. But yeah, keep that in mind. You're not going to be able to go and explore. You got to stay on the trails. All right, we're down here. This is over by the visitor center. There's a few oxen and some wagons, and it's right in front of Scotts Bluff. And this is where the Oregon Trail went right through. You were literally standing on the Oregon Trail going out west.
And while we're standing here, we can hear coyotes howling at each other. It's pretty cool.
Right across the street. We're working on our coyote noises. This is mine. Oh, oh! But then I tried harder. Oh, oh! We haven't heard anything yet.
They don't like it.
Okay, we just got to the next stop right after Scotts Bluff. We're here at Chimney Rock, and what's pretty cool about this is Chimney Rock was actually most written about and acknowledged by the travelers that were going out west as a major landmark. So right next to Scotts Bluff, I think it's maybe about 25 minutes down the road. We're checking it out right now. It looks really cool. You could see it from Scotts Bluff easily. When we pulled up to the parking lot, they've got some information, and one of them is showing how Chimney Rock has shrunk 80 feet since 1850. And they have an old historical photo right there, and you can see how it was like a spire just pointed at the top. Now it's pretty dulled out, but it's still pretty cool and remarkable to see.
When we were in the museum, we read that it took them 3 miles an hour. So when we were driving here from Scotts Bluff, I was looking at it and I did the math. I'm like, it would take them 3 days to get to it. Like, imagine just like sitting on a horse or a wagon and just staring at it for 3 days and not feeling like you're getting any closer. That's how I felt in the car. It was like a 26-minute drive, and I just kept looking like it wasn't getting any closer. It was just sitting there looking at us. I can't imagine what that would have been like back then.
This is us walking 3 miles an hour. Almost there. Oh, we better pull over. Well, to get to the trailhead, to go over to Chimney Rock, you're going to want to go to the cemetery. So look up the Chimney Rock Cemetery. The visitor center is closed today. It's a Monday. They open up back on Tuesday, so we're not going to go over there. But if you drive straight over to the cemetery, all the trails are right here.